Hello, everybody. This is the PSYCHS World Audio Show. Thank you for listening. Today, we are speaking with my friend, my brother, the almighty Cold Conspirator. How you doing today, brother?
What up?
Well, I think amongst the many topics of enlightenment and lyricism and intellect, you have a story for us regarding your experience with edibles. Let's hear that.
Okay, so first of all, let me just express the fact that I have not had any THC intake in years, and I first tried edibles back in June on my trip to Vegas. One of my sister-in-laws, she got them for me, and upon consumption, it seemed kind of weak. It was some of those peach gummy rings, and ooh. I mean, they made me feel good, but it wasn't quite what I thought they was gonna be. I thought they was gonna kick my ass. So what happened was I had some extra, which was for some of those Chester Cheetah cheese puffs. And some Skittles, right? So I just pushed them. I got a bed frame on the bed that me and Karen got, with some drawers above the on the headboard. I just tossed them in the drawers on the headboard and left them there. Well, last week I decided, I'm off for the next couple of days, so let me go ahead and give these a try. So I opened up the Chester cheese puffs, the Dorito cheese puffs. And upon first taste, it was like, okay, these are stale. I'm like, but I'm gonna keep on going because I could taste the THC, right? It was like the bitter aftertaste and all that, right? And so next thing I knew, about a half an hour later, plus I'm drinking beer, right? So and I saw on the package it said, do not consume alcohol with this product. Oh. I did anyway. I ate 4, not 4 packs. I ate 4 cheese puffs.
Oh God!
Right. This was at 8:00 at night. I was high when I went to sleep. I woke up. I was high. Karen wanted to go run some errands for the kids. She wanted to go visit Walmart and some other stores and stuff like that, Sam's Club and whatnot. Right.
Did you tell her that you took them? Did she know?
Yeah, and she still wanted me to drive.
Oh my God.
So before then, though, I went and I ran the errand on my own. I forgot where it was, but it was like a 15-minute drive. It was the worst drive of my freaking life because, like, everything that happened while I was on the road was not predictable whatsoever. Everything was a damn surprise. The light turning red was a fucking surprise to me.
I understand that you felt everything was like distant from you, like nothing was right in your hand. Everything is like
nothing made sense.
Everything feels like you got to walk a distance to go get it.
Right.
And I bet she was just giggling.
Like, dude, like the whole experience, and I'm agnostic, like really, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I believe in higher powers, but I don't.
Oh, absolutely. Once again, if there are any religious listeners currently listening, get off of the channel. Thank you for listening to the rest. All right, continue, brother.
But what happened was I'm sitting there like, oh Lord, please help me make it home. And I made it home. And long story short, my errand that I ran, that was around 2:00. We didn't make it back home until like around 9 o'clock. I didn't sober up and come down from that high until like 8 in the evening. So I was basically high off edibles for 4 freaking cheese puffs. I was high off that for 24 hours.
Well, here, you want to know what happened? You want me to tell you? Mm-hmm. All right, so your so-called stale edibles were not stale, my friend. They were fermenting. That's what happens with THC when it sits in a bag for any period of time. It's why you see people, they'll put fruit in a bag. Like some people do bananas. I think that's nasty because bananas grow the grayest of mold, the nastiest looking mold.
That's nasty as hell.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
But people will use different fruits, and these fruits, they'll mold, they'll ferment. But when you have them infused with THC or the right weed, they'll ferment, but they'll ferment with like a crystallization on top of the mold to where it doesn't look completely disgusting and absurdly furry and uncomfortable to look at. But yeah, that's what happened there. You got a super dose of some fermented edibles, and that sounds like a fantastic experience. I'm almost glad you had it, but at the same time, I'm so sorry that was such a rough day for you. That
yeah, had I been allowed to acclimate in it without any interruptions, I probably would have enjoyed it. I mean, I did enjoy it
Halo.
the night before. Right, exactly. But had I been allowed to acclimate in it the following day and just like sit back and chill, I mean, because I planned on doing some music and everything else, man. Like it never happened, all because the wife wanted to go out and run some errands.
Well,
so
perhaps you also underestimated the effect of.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I thought I was going.
Remember, folks, with edibles, nothing is stale. It is only fermented, aging like a fine wine. Unless it's over a decade old, and then you just shouldn't do it at all because it's going to make you paranoid and sick.
Yeah, this shit was almost like it almost turned into a damn hallucinogen.
Ooh, Jesus! How old was that?
No, well, I told you they had been in my possession since June.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I was saying how long were they in existence for, though? Do you know?
I don't know. I got them from my sister-in-law. She back in June, she introduced me to her guy, her neighbor who sells edibles in her building, and who knows, they probably could have been sitting around for months. Who knows? Probably
5 years. That's probably 5 years. If it made you trip like that, then probably 5 years.
I would hope not. I'm consuming crap from 5 years ago. I still got Skittles.
Oh God. Edibles?
Yeah, I still got Skittles edibles. Yeah. I'm just like, now my job does random drug tests, so. I mean, it ain't like I'm scared. I don't plan on working no more anyway. You know what I'm saying? I got like my business venture is going to take off in a few months, but I need to keep that damn job for now. Because,
I was about to say, brother, the current working landscape, I forget what you call it, the workforce landscape, whatever you would refer to it as. I would say
right.
None of us really care. There's a song, I'll play it for you at some other time, but it's called I Have No More Fucks to Give. And well, I think that sums up how most of us who are part of the workforce still feel, because they're doing these tests. They're acting like they're going to try to vaccinate everybody at every job. That just isn't going to work. A lot of people are going to quit.
No.
A lot of people are going to leave.
No.
Myself.
What they're saying is that half the country is vaccinated. I don't think it's even that many.
No, it's not. Because you can come to Food Lion. The only people vaccinated are my damn managers, and not every single one of them. And and one kid because he had to move into the dorms.
See, and so they're playing this game with us where they trying to like make us like they writing the narrative. So they making a particular sector of America who is for vaccines angry with the sector that is not down with vaccines, and
which is the majority.
They making them think that they are the majority, that the vaccinated and the people who want vaccines are the majority, when they actually aren't.
And they did this
You know what I'm
exact same thing with the so-called virus, which I still to this day will tell you wasn't there. And people can disagree, have their opinions. I'm sure, you know, so and so lost this person. I get it. They told you that's what they died from. Oh, I understand that. The people in the hospital, they told you that's what they died from. The surgeon told you that, you know, your people died from COVID. But at the end of the day, these people are getting paid by a government that is pushing a narrative that doesn't exist. So
correct. So, but it's like I told a guy who I work with, he's well off in his 60s. And he said, well, I got the vaccine not for myself. He said, I got it because I'm taking care of a 90-year-old mother. And my response to him was, my response to him was, how much longer do you think your mom is going to live in the first place? It sounds kind of insensitive, but I urged him to take pause after I made after I posted that question, because I wanted him to think, you just endangered yourself for your mom. Your mom don't have to be here next week. You
just changed your DNA for someone you're inevitably going to lose, and I don't want to damn them, you know. But
you just subjected yourself to a chemical genocide.
Precisely, chemical genocide. You know, I think that'll be a track name.
To save your mom, you know, what I'm saying, who's 90, who probably would have been gone, you know, what I'm saying, like a while ago, you know, what I'm saying, like who's basically on a timer. Rick, hey, you're on a timer at 60, so
hell, I'm on a timer at 30.
Right, your whole priority in life should be to prolong your life. You don't prolong your life by putting something in your damn system that the FDA hasn't even approved.
Did you see this post about with young Gotti, and he was claiming, what he said? He said, "Oh, I popped pills, done coke, snorted all this shit. What's one more thing in my body?" That is some of the most foolish thinking I've heard.
Anybody but young or live at the beginning of their doggone rap moniker is a freaking, you know, they not all the way there intellectually or in a mature manner in the first place.
I mean, I talk about psychoneurotic abomination a lot. That's some psychoneurotic shit right there. You know what I'm saying? But, right. You know, they once again want to push a narrative that doesn't exist.
The pain and past the remedy for whatever is ailing me. Philistines lurking the silhouette, get the guillotine. Stomping out your daymares, then we come in to kill a dream. Snap away, activate, all civilians evacuate. Back away, pack a nine. Sacrifices we had to make. Strap for time. Apex predator about to gravitate, back to shine. Fall out of place, I'ma put them back in line. Back inside of my lane, fraternizing with fame. I shoot it rapid fire at your brain. We mastermind in the game. Ha!
I'm Psych, and this is the Psych's World audio show. I'm speaking with Cold Conspirator, as he likes to be known. Tell me this, what do you plan to do with your food truck?
Oh, my food truck, I am going to set up a market in Charlotte that will satisfy the taste for Chicago-style hot dogs and Chicago-style snacks. Chicago-style snacks being Italian beef sandwiches with the ingredients shipped directly from Chicago. Greek gyros, as people call them, gyros, but it's pronounced gyros.
And is it I'm sorry, everybody, Conspirator, I am sorry if my questions sound a little jilted and slow here, but I am reading someone else's handwriting. I had them create the questions for each guest. You were the first guest in my head, so I had them write yours first. They rushed this shit, and I'm just now seeing it for the first time.
Absolutely.
Okay. I got it. But yeah. Well, it says pandemic. I'm assuming that's what that says. Pandemic, whatever. I'm gonna wing this. I'm sorry. I'm putting that down. Okay. So it's not unprofessional, folks. It's just don't let people write for you ever at all. Don't let them write anything for you. Yeah. I'm never reading from a script. So that was completely unnatural. Okay. So with your food truck, I'll ask that question. What's going to be the process with the pandemic, going forward? Not pandemic, this planned demic, this whole farce, because clearly they plan on continuing this state of, so-called emergency where they're probably looking at, immunity passports and identification chips and so on. And
right.
So what will be the process for you going forward?
Well, hey, I open up, I sell food. We are going to get a vast amount of business that is going to spill over from the brick and mortar restaurants. All because the more the restaurants become in agreement to mask policies, that is going to alienate an entire demographic of anti-maskers, anti-vaccinators, and they're going to be looking for places to patronize that's not going to be subservient to the narrative. That's where a lot of us food truck vendors come in. And so where you may have like in Gastonia, Bad Daddy's Burgers, right?
We got one here.
Really?
Yeah, that franchise, Bad Daddy's Burgers, Paco's Tacos, and Midwood Smokehouse, all owned by Frank Schiavelli. He sold the rights to Midwood Smokehouse. I don't know what happened with Paco's Tacos, if it's even still open, but he still owns Bad Daddy's Burgers. I don't know if he owns the one in Gastonia, though. He's a restaurant entrepreneur.
Okay, check this out. All right. So what's going to end up happening is the more the government pushes, right, they're going to be pushing restaurateurs to adopt mask policies, right? All of those restaurateurs who adopt these mask policies, right, they're going to lose business, right?
Right.
They're not going to, or should I say the patrons are not going to be looking to travel to more brick and mortar businesses that aggressively if it becomes an epidemic for the restaurateurs, the majority of the restaurateurs to adopt these policies. So the next step would be to what? You know what I'm saying? Find somewhere that's not adopting mass policies. If you got a food truck right down the street, across the street from the restaurateurs who are adopting the mass policies, and you know that this food truck got good food, and you can just sit outside when it's warm out, you can sit outside and eat, you know what I'm saying, without all the extra. They're going to come and bring
without anything over your face.
Without anything over my face looking like Sub-Zero or Scorpion.
Or look like I'm in the remake of Lost in Space.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? We going to benefit from that. I'm not saying that the average $50,000 a week or $100,000 a week, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm probably pushing it a little bit, but like the average day in a brick and mortar restaurant, sit down restaurant could exceed at least what? 15, 20,000?
Well, let me ask you this question. This is more really a direct scenario question. Something that's more along the lines of like, more likely to happen than not. So are you willing after a busy day? All right. You're in one spot. You've been, let's say you went from, Let's say it wasn't even a busy day. It was just that whole lunch rush between 1 o'clock, between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you clear that out. You sold a bunch of food. I don't know. You made well over $3,000 in sales. Okay. And then you get a call. Hey, we got this going on over here at the park. Are you willing after that busy day to close up, restock on supplies real quick and then slide over there? Cause that's how a lot of these cats in Charlotte run their, food carts.
Yeah, I would be, but that's kind of like, that's a tall order because, like there's a good majority of your morning that is dedicated towards prep, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would mean that I would have to go and prep all over again. Now, I'm not saying that I'm just be selling hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? The beginning stages of a dog catcher, right, which is the name of my business.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of the day is going to be prep, and then hey, we only selling hot dogs, and we only selling Chicago hot dogs, and what we call in Chicago Maxwell Street Polish sausages, right? And
sounds fancy.
Yeah, well, it ain't. Look. The Maxwell Street Polish sausages is a Polish sausage on a poppy seed hot dog bun with caramelized onions that has been simmered for an hour. And those are Vidalia onions. So those
Who taught you these? Sweet. Who taught you this witchcraft, sir?
Hey, man, look. I'm from the Shire.
I don't even eat poppy seeds. I hate them, but bro, I'll try that. That shit sounds good.
Did you know that the biggest problem with poppy seeds, in the early stages of drug screens, was that poppy seeds would show up in the drug test?
They still do. There's muffins with them in it.
Okay, well, hey.
Yeah, you can buy them at. You can buy those muffins at CPCC library, folks.
Luckily, they learned how to separate. You know what I'm saying? The chemical identifications to be able to like. Well, this is just poppy seed. You know what I'm saying? This is a chemical that's in poppy seed. This right here, this is THC. You know what I'm saying? So luckily, they learned how to do that. But back to
luckily for you.
Right, exactly. Back to the question though. Once I get enough help, right? Once the financial or the economic situation with the business settles itself, and I'm able to get more help, that'll be a big possibility. But for now, we probably just want to settle on what 8 to 12 hour work day and packing on in.